What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this room, I'm going to be unboxing and setting up the Spirit Halloween 2025 Valak animatronic, which is from the Conjuring universe, the Nun. This property retails for $299.99. Here, I'll show you the box. I'm doing this the like older style, which would be, I guess, decoration dudes more so. For those of you who were familiar with that second channel, since I have funny little clip-on mic now and figured I'd want to use it. So, I gotta give it a use. Mainly for the live stream thing that I did last year. I just wanted it so I could do that again this year, since I have more props and stuff. Anyway, yeah. I bought this yesterday, I guess, as of the time of recording this. Hello? And, oh yeah, I forgot about this. So, I've set up this prop once before already, since I built the one that my store got, so that's cool. I know how this setup is, and that was actually the whole reason I wanted to buy her, because I felt like she was built, solid as far as spirit props are concerned. So yeah. Well, okay, I'm just gonna do it this way. There we go. Anything else in here? Nope. That is so odd looking. So, oh yeah, my favorite zip ties. These are little support poles. You'll see what those are used for later. Got the clothes. You got instructions. I may or may not need those. I probably will, but you got the old foam blocks, my favorite. 1, 2. You've got everything, actually. It's all gonna come out at once. That's not ideal. But oh, these foam blocks. Can I pull? Oh, I can pull out the. Oh, I think it's part of her, actually. That's where her arms connect and stuff. So that's cool. Can I just get the mech, please? No, it's all zip tied together, as expected. Where did I put the scissors? I immediately lost them. I put them back. They began adding control box covers to these, which is interesting. What? Are you still zip tied? Oh my god, there's a third! Yeah, I'll show you what I mean in a sec here. Once I get this stupid thing off. There we go. Oops. But so they have these little plastic covers, which is interesting. I don't know why they decided to add those, but they did. And you can just like, if you pinch the end of the zip tie, you can just pull it off. Rather than having to cut this thick thing. Just right there. Little push. So yeah. Here's the adapter as well. I don't need it now. I mean, I do need it, but not right now. Got her shoulder and upper chest region, I'll call it. You got arms with the hands, which are really nice looking. Her like sculpting and stuff is incredible. Might be one of the best looking spirit props I own, to be honest. Like look at that face, man. She also has full ears. I don't know why, but they gave her full ears. The support poles are, you'll never guess, zip tied to it. So. They're like poles. Apparently she's Woe You. That was what I was told, at least. Anybody in the comments who knows better than me, you can inform me otherwise. I just cut myself? I hope not. Cardboard is my worst enemy, I swear. One thing I'll mention before we start the actual setup is, oh my god. She has one of my least favorite things that animatronics have, which are powder pins. These ones are actually better. I'll explain why once we get to that point where they're getting used. But the first step is fairly easy. It's leg poles on the base. And the long part of the base is at the front, I guess. That's obvious. Why is it? It's like half paint. Why are the spring pins like half painted? Why are they painted at all? I guess you can see the base, so maybe it makes sense. I don't know. Then it would be... Huh, I didn't realize it was one bar. It'll be these into these slots here. Could I just like use this random tube? Oh, wow. You know what, honestly? Sure, whatever. Okay, then we need the cotter pins already. I love me some cotter pins. So I'll show why these are better than the SVI ones. They... I can grab two of them since I need to. They're shaped like... if it'll focus. Focus on the cotter pin. It won't, but they're almost shaped like a balloon, kind of. They get the balloon string and then the other part, and you can literally, instead of having to bend them, you just slide them in, and they hold up enough. So next up is putting the mechanism on. This is probably the weirdest mechanism on a spirit prop I've ever seen. Like, look at this thing. It's crazy looking. But yeah, can I get you on there? Which way? Oh wait, not the way I was trying to go. This way. Maybe there is literally a mathematical reason or an architectural reason, but it seems like companies love the square poles in a situation where they need to be more durable in that sense. I don't know if that actually makes a difference, but let me pan up for you. There you go. I don't know why you're focusing on trying to focus on interest. There we go. At least my thing was there. Next up is those weird little bars, which are called the bracing bars. So these are actually more or cotter pins. I mean, you just slide them on. I don't know if you can still see it. Let me check. No. Let me pan back down then. One click. Come on, just do it. There we go. That was a little too much. Those little bars sticking up here in the base, they just pop into that. And then you do better than I do, and then you slide it into these. Next up is attaching the like weird, I guess the motors for the arms, which is this part. I don't actually like that they're a motor. Like greasy, whatever. Yeah, I don't like their motor because I generally like it better when it's just like connected to the actual mech, so the mech pulls them back rather than a motor. But it is what it is. And I did just connect that wire. I kind of just anticipate connecting or needing to connect them, so I usually just do it at the beginning. And then you put on the shoulder and upper chest region plate. Are you going to go in properly? These are easy to bend anyway. Nice. And she's as tall as camera. Is it? Okay, it's clothes on next. Now, this part actually confused me when I did her in my store, and then I realized I was just kind of stupid. So, let me grab the clothes, because I actually didn't. You have the main cloth piece, that's grammar. Clothing piece, good lord, which is this. And so she has Velcro in the back, and if you open the Velcro, you'll end up sliding just like over, and then the bottom, there's like a pole down here, the bottom of it, you'll just slip the bottom, like the opening of the Velcro over that, and then you can just re-Velcro it at the back. Like around it. I usually just like to do one so it stays, but I don't do them all because I do have to wait for the arms. Because it's easier to pop the arms and we don't have all the clothes on. So you pop that into the very obvious slot it gave you. Yeah, looks pretty creepy. And then it's the arms, which, classic, just up the sleeve. I always like to go up the sleeve a little bit, like I kind of start it here. And then I can reach through her back, find the prong, grab it, and then just slide it in. And I think it has the arms pointing the front here. Yeah, in front of her, like that. And then I can just fix the sleeve, get that Velcro connected. Or my bad, the hook and loop fasteners, since Velcro is actually a licensed brand, I think. I'm assuming that's why they call it hook and loop fasteners, because Velcro is the brand. I never even thought about that, to be honest. That's one of those brand things where it's like, yeah, It's a brand, all right, but you don't think about that being a brand. You're just like, oh yeah, that's Velcro. But obviously, they can't use Velcro in the name, so that would be kind of why. You're supposed to close the cowl, which is, I think, what's already just on her head. Comes out, and then there's Velcro on the back that's pretty much already closed, actually. Although there are Velcro on the shoulders that you can pop that on like that. And then I'm just gonna get it so it's not. There you go. Looks better. I'm gonna actually put the neck. Well, yeah, I guess you have to put it on now anyway. Never mind. But I am gonna pop this necklace on. Make sure that the knot is at the back, just because. And this should just go over with a little bit of force. It got stuck on something or other back there. I don't know what it got stuck on, but something. So this part, which is her hood, you go Velcro at the top, and then there's a Velcro either side. One there, and the other one already is connecting pretty much. Nice. I might actually want to Velcro her back of her shirt up. So basically, I thought you were supposed to loop it under, but you're supposed to connect it here to the side, and then down to something that doesn't exist. Oh, wait. Oh, I hate this one. There's these bars on the bottom of the base, and you're essentially hope that sound is satisfying. You're supposed to go around those bars because it's like 2 layers of Velcro. 2 Velcro pieces that'll go poof together around a little bolt pole on the bottom. I'm gonna get a sensor in her clothes because I just realized it's not there, and I'm also going to plug in her adapter, get a something or other, and yeah, I'll be back when we're ready for demo. I found a couple of Halloween tombstones that were lying around that are quite heavy, so I'm gonna hope they do the trick, but we'll see. I guess we will definitely see. I'm gonna make sure I stand in a distance to where I can catch her. God forbid, but should be fine. Okay. I don't know why she does that. She did that to me too at the store. Let's see. Yeah, take your time. Well, that does mean she won't fall. Hello? Are you on? Hell yeah. Yeah, she's cool. I don't know why she lunges out at the start like that. That is very odd. But yeah, she's very cool. I mean, it's not the best jump scare from a jump scare prop, but I mean, honestly, it's good enough for what I wanted. And yeah, definitely recommend buying her if you have $300 to spare. Again, that price is just a little absurd. But other than that, I mean, I'd have no complaints about her. She seems built well. She's creepy, and you know that's a good jump scare. She also is floating. I don't know if you can see that, but she's a little off the ground. But anyway, yeah, that's all. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. Hopefully you like this style of unboxing. Let me know which one you preferred, the time lapse or this, because I do like yapping. Anyway, with that being said, have a fantastic rest of your day or night, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.